So there are multiple things. One is that you said that, there's this whole immigration issue that, that's gone really worse under Justin Trudeau. The second thing you said was the traditional oil and gas economy that that Canada had has really been turned upside down because of,
to save the planet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And the third thing you're saying is that, specifically when it comes to Khalistanis and all, they've really sort of, hijacked the political scene, particularly for Liberals. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Liberals. So, this is where you get, this is, the light side of it, right? So you have this, and then, okay, then there's a darker element, too. Okay, so where the Khalistanis come in, right? There's the thing of, if you want to overstay your visa, you hold a Khalistani flag, you rip up an Indian flag with a sword outside the embassy, death, Khalistan, Zindabad, Modi, blah, blah, blah. You do that thing, and then you pay some more money to that whack-job lunatic in the Punjab region, and then he gives you refugee status in Canada, which easy fix. You can't declare refugee status from an allied country like India or America, but that's if we had a serious country, which we don't. Unless I'm being Prime Minister, then it'll be a full-on joke, because then, I'll just make everything free, and I'll fully crash the thing as a Liberal Prime Minister. And give me 2 weeks, I'll destroy everything. I'll finish it off. So you have this thing where it's okay, now you have 15 kids in a basement or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You're sleeping 3 people on a couch, you're a young man, what do you want? A young woman. You're a young woman, where are you not going? You're not going to get a boy. You're not going to get a girlfriend if you live with 15 dudes to back at your place.
Yes.
You need your own. You need space, right?
Yeah.
Everyone kind of does. Okay, how do you get to that? Well, now you get into this is where the actual Khalistanis come in, right? So you kind of been in this that. Hey, you want to get into the trucking industry, right? Drugs, right? You're currying drugs. You're getting into the criminal behavior, right? And Canada also has soft on crime approaches, which has really exacerbated this whole thing. Where if I catch you stealing a car, right? That's you'll be in jail for the night, and then off you go out next night to go back to doing crime. So the deterrence factor is a joke. It's 90% of the crime.
Who ended that? Who ended this whole deterrence when it comes to crime?
Trudeau. It's like the woke. It's wokeism, and Canada's like wokeism on steroids. So the way Canada works politically among the Canadian left is Canadian upper middle class Liberals, urbanites. I know these people quite well. Their prime directive is they love arbitrary world rankings, putting them above Americans. So if the World Health Index of Freedom, Coordination, blah, 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 rates Canada as the number 4 livable place to be, what does that even mean? No one knows.
Made up rankings.
Made up rankings. Canadians, upper middle class, urbanite Canadians, this is like the Bible to them. You merge the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, see, all the holy texts in the world is an arbitrary nonsense ranking from some global institution that means nothing with an acronym. That's what it is to these people. Oh my God, we're number 3 happiest place to live. Number 2, Americans are number 9. Ha ha ha. So we love bragging to our American cousins about how much more progressive we are than them. So if
But progressive means that you're soft on crime. Progressive means that you're soft on vetting who comes in. Progressive means that you're soft
all
on
these things.
on your agenda.
And then because then our lunatic American and so the Americans both ignore. So it's what I call the inferiority superiority complex. We have this inferiority superiority complex to the Americans. So the Americans ignore us, and they don't really understand anything about us. But upper middle class Americans who vote Democrat, they'll come in and be like, "Oh my God, Trump!" or "It's so crazy!" He lowered taxes and then deported some sort of terrorist. Oh no! Then you get to come and be like, oh, "That doesn't happen here. We have free health care." And the Americans don't look around and they go, "Wow, and I wish we were more like Canada. Maybe we should consider moving to Canada." And this is like nirvana in their ears. Never happens. The Americans never move here, but they just want to hear some American Democrat go, "Oh my God, you're so lucky. Maybe we should move to Canada because Donald Trump's going to lower my taxes." This is what drives them. So this is how we make policy when liberals rule.
Cuckoo land, basically.
Yeah, cuckoo land.